Okay guys, quickly let me say that I will be reading the article Kenya wrote, but there are times where I will go in too fast up on the page. So if you want to go and read the article for yourself, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the description below. And yes, I've been recording a lot so you can hear it in my voice. But I'm fine. I'm not sick or anything. I'm still here. So let's go ahead and get into the video. What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. So let's go ahead and talk about Kenya more. Most of you are aware that I posted this right here a few days ago of Kenya providing a not so pleasant update, and I asked you all for prayers. I'm not going to make this video long, so if you want to read all about it in details and read the comments and just basically see more information, go ahead and watch that video. Actually, I'm going to put the link in the description below for you guys to go and watch that video on this. So after all of that, Kenya Moore, she's aware that her fans are very concerned, and some of them are scared and freaking out because you read the comments of you'll be fine, but some of the comments were really dark, and scary. So people were all nervous. Kenya, say something, write something, what's going on? So she did just that. She hopped on Instagram and she posted this video right here.
So I'm doing this stress test for the baby. I feel like crap. But if you listen, you can hear the baby's heartbeat on the monitor that they have me hooked up to.
So there you go. And you guys know this whole the God bless attitude, being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation and all of that. But every once in a while, I will get in my bag, okay, as they say, and go there. Okay, and this is not for anyone in particular, because trust me, when I tell you I be in my box over here in my lane minding my business, I really do. This is just in general because I do see the comments on Kenya Moore page and things like that. And you guys already know I love going on social media and seeing what social media feels about a topic. So I have seen my share of comments, so this is not for no blogger in particular, because like I said, man, when you are doing your thing, the next thing you know, drama, and I don't want to ever be involved in drama with the YouTube community because it can get nasty, and I don't want that. But this is what I wrote when I posted about Kenya. Okay, I wrote, God got you and you got this queen, sending you, now put hearts, love, and prayers. To God be the glory. Let me guess. So Kenya Moore went and spent hours in makeup for them to make her look pregnant here too, right? Oh wait, she edited this video. It's not her stomach, right? The monitor is fake too, right? Laughing emoji. People are so disgusting. Praying for you, Kenya. You and baby Daily will be just fine. Where's all those who haven't seen a stomach picture? I normally don't pay attention to mess because I believe you give life the things you give attention, okay? I normally don't pay attention to mess like that, but it's insane how people constantly come for this woman as if she's not human and doesn't deserve what she's being blessed with. Why her blessing have to be fake, but others are automatically real? A mess. Okay, back to the God bless attitude, Vina. Laughing emoji again, being positive at all times, seeing the good in every situation. That rant wasn't for anyone in particular. I stay in my box over here and don't get involved with the negativity, but every now and again, I have to go there. Click the link in my bio for daily updates and subscribe. That's Mistress Daily to you, and so on and so forth. Oh, if you are on social media, definitely follow the channel social media page, which is on Instagram at Vina Entertainment News Inc. At Vina Entertainment News Inc. The link will be in the description below, so follow it there. I posted this story on Instagram since yesterday. We should be the same day it happened. You should get this the next day. We should be today. So I post things right when they happen, and of course I have to record and edit and all of that, so you might get it later. So to keep up with the live interactions and update, if you do have social media, definitely follow the channel Instagram page. If you don't have social media, just type V19 Menus Inc. in Google and put Instagram next to it, and it's going to bring up the my page, and you can go there and check out articles that I'm doing throughout the day before I have the time to sit down and edit and upload videos on here. So that's what I had to say, because yes, man, people were actually saying like, let me tell you, how many times have I said this in videos, that when someone hate you, it doesn't matter what you do, they will always find an excuse to hate you more. So just live your life, don't seek validation from anyone, and keep living. Because first it was, we haven't seen a stomach picture, to this video is edited and she needs to go on Instagram live. Why they do this? Yes, in the doctor office. Kenya just did this for her fans, okay? Her supporters, the real ones, the ones who she probably sat in bed and saw people freaking out in her comments. She got so many comments, it's crazy, on that post with her swollen feet. So she probably was sitting there, you know what, let me update them. I'm still here, I'm still alive, baby Dilly is still good, calm down people, I'll be all right. So we're all praying for you. But also this beautiful article, okay, for Oprah magazine, okay, Kenny, I see you, came out. Now, I did read a comment from someone who wrote, it would be nice if OWN was to offer Kenya a show. This is the comment right here. I don't know if this person wanted their first and last name put on blast like that, so I kind of crossed it out. But shout out to you, because the moment I read that comment, then I went ahead and read the article. So hopefully OWN can hook it up. You never know. I was never the kind of girl who wanted to have a child without a husband. I know it might seem like an way of thinking, but that was just me. I give props to all of the men and women out there who are single moms and do it well. But I had a lot of issues growing up. I'm gonna stop right there. Go back and watch all of my old videos if you want to. I've said that over and over again. Kina grew up in a dysfunctional household, and she was going to make sure she didn't bring a child into that. So this is no surprise right here. I wanted my own family to look like one day. But I had a lot of issues growing up that impacted what I wanted my own family to look like one day. My mother had me as a teenager, then abandoned me when I was a baby, and I went to live with my grandmother and aunt. When I did see her when I got older, there was a lot of cruelty and rejection. As you can imagine, all of that hurt me to my core for many years. So for a long time, I didn't even want to have children. And in my family and circle of friends, we just never talked about our bodies or sex, much less the process of having a kid. I remember getting my period and hiding it from my grandmother for months. I felt ashamed of becoming a woman. We never talked about breast growing or what menstruation means. And even in my 20s, my best friends and I didn't even talk about our bodies or babies or fertility. That just wasn't a topic we touched. I'm 47 now, but in my early 30s, I started experiencing extreme pain that I learned was caused by fibroids or abnormal growth in the uterus. I had to have several, That's terrible. Which is the surgery required for fibroids remove. Okay, Shadi had surgery to remove her fibroids. My doctors never told me that the procedures could affect my fertility one day. It wasn't until after a few surgeries and having to go back to get another fibroid removed, this time I had one the size of a full-term baby, that someone finally said something that, okay, somebody's funny. It was one of my nurse practitioner who told me at some point your uterus will not recover from all of this. I learned that the scarring and damage would make it extremely difficult for me to ever have children, and even less likely for me to be able to conceive on my own. That sent me into panic mode. Around age 35 or 36, I started thinking about having my own kids, but I still wanted to wait until I got married so that I could provide my child with a type of family I never had. My doctor suggested that in the meantime, I should find out what my options were. It was overwhelming. Should I freeze my egg to use with my future husband? Wait for the right partner and just consider adoption one day? Surrogacy? I had no idea what to do. I really resented the fact that I couldn't talk to family about all of this. No one had ever told me what fibroids were, but they're hereditary. So I knew it was likely that someone in my family was familiar with them. Many of the women had children young, so fertility was never a conversation. But when I finally did bring my issue, I learned that a few of my kin developed fibroids later in life and needed hysterectomies. If we had those conversations when I was younger, maybe I would have gotten help for mine sooner. When I was 40, I flew to an island for an assessment at a clinic that had a great reputation for helping women my age get pregnant via in vitro fertilization. My first test indicated it was basically impossible for me to get pregnant on my own, but then another test came back with promising results, so I could still try to have a baby whether on my own or via IVF. But I wasn't ready for the next step because I hadn't found someone I wanted to have a child with. Fast forward to when I married my husband Mark last year. I was 46. We tried on our own for a little while, but we had to be realistic about the fact that our best chances were through IVF. I did a lot of research and we went back to that same clinic I'd gone 2 years before the process failed. After some heavy vetting and research, we found a place in the States that we liked, and this time on our second attempt, the IVF worked. I'm expecting my first child in just a few weeks. We don't know the baby's gender, but we've settled on a unisex name. It's been a long journey. I'm in my late 40s, recently married and having my first baby. I've been very open about my story on social media and on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. With that has come so much support, but also a lot of criticism and judgment. But I hope more Black women will speak out about things like this, whether it's on TV or on social media or just with their friends. If I can show the world my struggles and it can help other women and inspire them, that's worth way more than any of the hate I could ever get on the internet. If I could tell Black women anything, it would be listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, do not be afraid to go see a doctor or a specialist. Living with a problem is never the answer. That's what I did with my fibroids. There I was walking around with growths in my uterus and I had no idea, and that could have affected my prospect of carrying a baby. I'd also say that if you do run into struggles, don't give up. IVF, egg freezing, surrogates, adoption, it can all sound overwhelming and expensive, but there are ways to find the funds, from financing to loans. So don't panic. There are always options. Wow, I loved it. Thank you, Kenya Moore. Now, yeah, I just supposed to do this little article, put my girl on the cover, or give her like a maternity shoot inside of the magazine or something. But you know what? We will take this. It's a start. Our own would be the perfect place for Kenya because on the type of ratings, right, that the Real Housewives of Atlanta polled, or the type of ratings that she can pull on her own no pun intended, if she was on OWN, it would be like record breaking, because the type of ratings that, for example, you pull on places like ABC, like regular cable networks, is different than how they compare it to a show on OWN or Stars and things like that. So I really do think she would do well over there. They're classy yet can get dirty. Like you have Ayana, Fix My Life. So hopefully, if it's not E, it's OWN. But the fact that she got this exclusive, I already know that her people are talking to someone over there, so we will see our girl back on TV. You already know how these contracts work, okay? So she can't just jump back on TV right away unless is a scripted show, like she's doing a movie or something, but she can't jump back on reality TV like that because she have contract. But she's in the contract, but we shall see. But anyways, apart from all of that, Kenya is still lifted in our prayers until I see the post that baby Dilly is here. Even after that, she will always be lifted in prayers over here. My Fina loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn notifications when I do post your way that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. To always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.